Hey guys, welcome back or welcome here, whichever the case may be. Today I figured I would just I might try out a couple new, actually I am going to try out quite a few new products and get ready and just kind of chit chat. You know when you buy something online and you think it's going to be like so much bigger than it is? Well, I bought the new, I think this is new, Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation from MAC, which it's tiny. Look at, it's like, look at that. I was like so shocked. But anyway, we're going to try it. And I picked up N18, which is, I like the fact it's sealed. I don't know why. I get some kind of satisfaction knowing nobody else touched the product, I guess. Actually, that is a lot more runny than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be like that. I thought it would be a lot thicker. But, I mean, it's got a little run to it. Looks like it's a good color. I have gotten this in a little cooler color than I usually do. Sorry, guys. My eyes are, like, sticky. Primer, what am I going to do? I thought about using a MAC primer just because I'm using a MAC product, but I like my Toshilat. This is the YSL. Now, you know, some people talk about this. They talk about the Guerlain. I have both. I prefer the YSL. The reason being is I prefer a more silicone-y type primer, and the reason why is my skin is very dry. And my skin will literally, in about an hour, you will see all the moisture pulled out of the foundation, especially like right around here and right through here and right in my small orange. It will actually look like, you know when paint dries and it starts to crack? That's what it looks like. It looks horrible. And I tend to go a little heavy with this. It does make it a little harder for my foundation to be a little more long wearing, but so be it. In the true fashion of trying new things, these are Kat Von D, which I'm not purchasing any of her products because I don't believe in the whole vax, non-vax. Anyway, I had a dear friend pass away. He lived to be 61 years old though, from polio. Now, he lived a very happy life, but he did live in a lot of pain. Anyway, I wanted to try this. This is not a real one. This is off eBay. I paid $9 for this. It is a damn good copy, but this is, the reason why I got it, focus, is it is just like my 3D from Sigma. And I have been looking for a dupe for this, a cheaper dupe, which, I mean, down to, it's like everything about it is the same. It's a little smaller though, but I want to try it. Now, it's not a real Kat Von D one. Now, I don't like this whole thing about vaccinators and non-vaccinated. Wow, this is really like heavy coverage. I didn't think I was going to get this much coverage out of this. Now, I tend to start out here and work my way in when I'm using a new foundation. When it's a foundation I know how it's going to perform, I start on the inside. Reason being is I don't like to cake up a bunch of product here in my dry already under eyes. So, you know, I have drier skin, and I've noticed that I don't have, wow. I put a decent little puddle. That's about the puddle that I put, but I'm halfway done with my face, and I've only dipped twice. I'm kind of liking this. Now, this is giving me a medium to high medium coverage. You can still see my skin, but as you see, I can kind of build this up. I'm not a full coverage girl. I do enjoy wearing foundation, mainly because of the uneven pigment I have in my skin. And I'm going to go ahead. I like to sometimes go ahead and like dab it on right in the kind of troubled areas and let it set for a second, because I don't bake. I don't bake, and I don't suggest you bake or go real heavy with powder products. If you have as dry a skin as I do, I probably have the driest skin of anybody I know. And that is due to, I did it again. I've been trying not to put foundation on my eyelid. Well, I already did that one, so because I don't want to put so much product. Anyway, but I've been trying to not, you know, use as heavier products on my face. But this, I'm finding that I'm doing a very light, I don't know if you can see, I am getting a little bit peeking through, but it's not in a bad way. It's almost like, if this makes sense, I will let a little bit of the red peek through and not wear blush. So I am putting this on very thin. I did kind of, I could never get it around my nose. I have the crookedest, my nose is like kind of straight here, and then you look here and it goes, mwah, mwah, mwah. As you guys know, I've been in numerous, that's from a car accident actually, and then I broke it again when I got hit by a car. Actually broke my nose in a car accident on my birthday, and I made the biggest joke for years and years because I'm kind of the smartass that likes to say goofy things, and one of the things I would say is that nobody bought me a cake, so I ate the windshield. That's just me. I'm stupid, I know. Wow. I'm really happy with that coverage. I think it's pretty even. I really like the color. Now, I went more of a cooler tone color, and I only used a quarter of what I put there. Little trick, if you use, this is just a glass palette from the dollar store. It's actually a candle holder. I take a lid off of a setting spray, and that little bit I will put, usually the right way. I can't believe I just did that. How dumb can you get? I put the wrong way, not paying attention, because I'm like watching what I'm doing, trying to explain it to you guys, but I put the lid first, but I will take it and put the lid like this so I can save it and use it for next time. But now I have extra product on my brush, so I might as well go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and put a little more extra on my cheeks right here. I don't want to get any more up in there. Well, that's way too much product. I need someone to wipe this on. Yeah, that was way too much product. Silly girl, what are you doing? Okay, I think we got that good. Got 2 mirrors going here. Got a 3-way mirror here and my round lighted mirror. Actually, they're both lighted, but this one's battery operated. And it's not very bright. You know, I don't know, a couple of you guys mentioned about the Crayola palette, if I was going to do that. I have chosen not to. Did you guys see the prices on those? Once again, I brought this up before about cleaning your brush. I always take a makeup wipe and just lightly wipe my bristles off. And the reason why I do this is there are oils in your foundation, and those get up into here and they will break down the glue. And this girl don't have the money to be replacing brushes every couple of months. I'll use a brush till it absolutely falls apart. So, but that's me. But see, I mean, it gets it nice and clean for the most part. I mean, you're not going to get all the foundation off that way. And one thing I do is just kind of spin it between my hands, and that kind of loosens those bristles back up, and then I will store it over in my little container. So that is that. Now let's grab something else new. Oh, this is, I have kind of tried this. I messed with it the other day. I didn't like set my makeup or anything with it, which I'm not a like full setter. But one thing I do like, it has this little round piece here, and then it has an H in the center, and it really keeps the powder concentrated to right there, and when you close it up, it stays right in that little circle. And this is the Hourglass translucent setting powder veil is what it's called. And I have tried this a tiny bit, but not like to the extent of most of my powders where I really know what's going on with them. And it'd be lovely if I could find my normal powder brush. I just grabbed my bronzer brush and put powder on it, not realizing what I had. Oh, lovely. I forgot I put it up to wash. And that's like my favorite brush. That furless brush, you guys always see me. I guess that's one of the brushes I washed. That would probably be why I don't see it. Did I really wash that? This is just a big Morphe powder brush. I usually don't use this to powder with because I like to kind of stamp my powder in because I very lightly powder. That foundation does have some luminosity to it, not a whole lot. It is kind of more of a natural finish. I thought it was going to be more matte since it's supposed to be so long wearing. Just kind of, I like to just dip in and then kind of stamp it because I found if you swipe, even if you put powder on yourself and you dab it, see how that comes out so even, but if you wipe, you're actually kind of wiping the foundation under it. And I've noticed that my makeup comes out more of that kind of airbrushy, flawless look when I do this. This powder is very nice. It's not, one of the things I always test the powder is I take a little bit on my finger, I put it on my hand, and then I kind of rub it. Now, if you get more of a creamy type, see how that's more of a creamy type feel? See how that, and that actually is kind of luminous even. Now, a cheaper, can't even say cheaper, but a powder that I would not like would be one that would just kind of sit there. You know, it'd just be like rubbing dry powder on you. I like one that has a little more of a, I don't know how you would call it, I guess like a luminosity. This right here is a Morphe brush. It came in a set. I don't know if, can you see the, let me find something dark to really see that. You see all those little hairs sticking up? I've washed this brush one time. Look at this. This is why, you know, I think Morphe's changed some, but this is one of the brushes that comes in the, I think, what is it, like the Flawless face set? I don't know, it's one of their least expensive face sets that they have. And I've had nothing but problems with that whole set, even the eyes sets that came in that set. You can check my videos down, it's quite a few months ago. This is actually a NARS brush. And I believe these are actually handmade. These are Japanese brushes. I freaking love this thing. It's a little stiffer and it's a little scratchy, but I don't know why I like it, especially for highlighter. I'm sorry, guys. I have been really kind of just in this funk, not feeling good. I have felt like crap for the past, I don't know how many days, and I'm just really tired of it. But it's really affected my memory. I've been very dehydrated, just not feeling myself, I guess you could say. I'm looking for my eyebrow pencil, which is not over here now. Don't you love when you set something down and it either rolls off your table or just flat out, like, you stick it somewhere and you forget where you put it? I'm sorry, guys. I'm like so discombobulated today. This is not it. Looking for my new MAC eyebrow pencil, which, oh, here it is. I put it in the eyebrow drawer. Go figure. This is the new pens. I think I used this in another video. And this is the color taupe. And I've been really liking this because I can just see how it just draws those little hairs. I can do a natural fluffy, I need to do my brows. A natural fluffy brow. Look at that. See the difference? And it looks very natural. Now the other end has a, I think Maybelline or something used to have these where, you know, where you push it and got the powder and it has the powder. If you're more into powdery kind of, you can put the powder down before or after. I like to just fill them in with some brush strokes. I always make sure to look at it at a distance. You know, things look different up close than they do far away. There we go. I like to draw little hairs in there, and then I look at a distance and I'll see where I've missed a little patch that shows up, because I don't like doing them super, super thick, but see the difference? And that looks so natural. I'm going to finish the other one and I'll be right back. And I am back with two brows now. I always do one darker than the other, one lower. I never get them right. Now, if you do get this, I haven't really played with it a whole lot. I've used it probably about 4 days now, which is me doing my brows about 10 times. I hate my brows. But anyway, if you get this, it takes a minute to get it going. It has a little ball inside, but it has very light strokes. You're going to think that, oh, well, what's wrong with this? Like I did. I'm like, where is the product? Where is the product? See, here we go. See, you're going to be like, where's that product? But when you get going, and you see how it worked on my brows, see how you get going with it and you build it up? And with your natural hairs, that just becomes so natural. See, it really builds up. But if you're looking for that natural look, that natural kind of fluffy brow, this is perfect. Perfect for it. So, that is my take on that. And, you know, I am going to be, the next tutorial I'm doing is a completely budget-friendly tutorial. I want to do a super glam look on a budget. So, what I've thought about is, I know you guys love to help out. So, you guys are going to give me a dollar amount that you are going to allow me to spend on the next glam tutorial. Be fair. Be fair. Now, I've done the dollar store one. I've done a $20, $25 one. Challenge me, guys. And whichever amount gets the most, if you see a number that you like, don't post it again. Put a like next to it. And whichever number has the most likes, like if $10, $100, $50, $20, $5, whatever the case may be, whichever one has the most likes is the one that I'm going to use for a glam look. Now, keep in mind, guys, I'm going to do a full face. So that means foundation, everything, the whole 9 yards. So be fair. All right. I have got another product here. I was super, super excited to get these. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Oh, and I don't have it in front of me. Oh, God. Do I? Wait, hold on. I do. It is spelled C-L-I-O-N-A-D-H, Cosmetics. Now, let me see if I find something that's written on. Here we go. That is how you spell it right there. Can you see that? It doesn't want to focus. There we go. And now it's backwards. Lovely. That is that. Ooh, look at that eye. Look at that eye look. Isn't that gorgeous? I love these. I have never in my life had a palette that was hand-packed. The hand-pressed eyeshadows is what I've been told to do. But these are hand-painted palettes. Look at this. You can look close at this. You can tell these are hand-painted. They don't play around. That is beautiful. You can... It smells like an artist studio, and I just love that smell. But look at this one. That was the Arturo, and this is the Paleo palette. Look at this one, though. Look at, you can see the raised paint. You can really see that raised paint on there. And they are magnetic pans. You can pop them out. But you see that? These are made out of, like, artist canvas material. See the lines in it? It's made out of artist canvas. These are just so freaking pretty. But look at these colors. Those are gorgeous, aren't they? Now, I'm going to be... I like to use both palettes because I like the, I like using this right here as a transition. I used this palette yesterday. I'm going to use it again today. I'm going to just recreate the look I did yesterday because I really loved it and I got so many compliments about it. So that's what we're going to do. What I started with is I grabbed this is that Kylie number 15 brush. It's the big fluffy eye type brush, and I'm going to go into this light color right here, which is called Fragment. I'm going to go into that, and I'm using this big fluffy. Now, it does have a lot of fallout. Don't freak out. A lot of times fallout is pigment. I don't care if something has a lot of fallout, as long as that thing has pigment. Now, I'm using a big fluffy brush, because all I'm using this for is to really get that base down. Oh, I forgot to put primer. Hold on. Let me go ahead and put this down, because I put primer. I've been using this new technique on my lids, and I'm going to show it to you in just a minute. And if you girls have hooded lids and you don't do this, wow, you don't know what you're missing. I had shadow last till I washed my face, and that never happens. And it was metallic, like foiled shadows. You're going to see the look I did, and I had to literally like clean it off my eyelids, and that never happens. I'm going to take the NYX glitter glue. Yep, we're going to use this on our lids as a primer. And what I'm going to do is I like to take about that much and really just, I use my finger, and really I get it like that, and then just kind of pat it on there. You don't want to like smear it. There you go. And that just gives you a really nice sticky base for everything. I always make sure just to get it on the lid. I got it up there a little. I want to get it just on the lid. The reason why I want to get it just on the lid, because literally if anything fallout or anything gets on it, it's going to stick. Now I did get a little bit down under here, and I want to take just a tiny bit of powder, and I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of powder down there, because I don't want the fallout to stick on that glue. See where I bumped it with my finger. There we go. I'm not like coating it down there. What I'm doing is going ahead and getting a little bit of the powder onto the glue that I got there. I just tapped it with my finger, and I felt that it stuck. So I just want to do that. I'm not like super caking it right there. You don't need to build a little powder trench. If you want to, you can. I don't, because that totally ruins my eye looks. Okay, now, how did I do that? I gotta remember how I did this, because I really love this look, and I really want to recreate it. So let me just go ahead and finish that. There we go. I don't want a whole lot of this. I just want kind of a little transition up in the top to kind of blend into. I like to have something up here. Most of the action's going to be on my lids. Now I do have hooded eyes, so it is a problem with being able to see a lot of what's going on. But the way I'm doing it, you'll see what's going on there and be able to really. Let's see. It just says Pro Shader number 18. It's just like a little tiny, flat but fluffy brush. And I'm going to take this, was it this color or this color I used? I think I used both, but I'm going to take, sorry, I'm trying to remember which color it was. Okay, I'm going to take this purple out of the same palette. This is called Glymph. This one right here. This one right here. Glyph. Glymph. I don't know. They all have to do with the I think it's the paleo, wasn't that's like when the dinosaurs were, wasn't it? And the other one, Artura, I think was ice. I'm not sure. The Ice Age has something to do with that, but I'm patting this on in the corner. That is such a pretty color. I'm just really packing that on there. And these colors, you don't really have to try that hard. They just really go on there. I'm going to pack that also, not all the way in the corner. I'm going to leave that tiny little area right there, and you'll see why in a minute. I just love how this look came out. pack that out there. Now see, we have the glitter glue down, so it's really sticking to that. Alright. Now when I do a spotlight, which I haven't done a whole lot of spotlight eyes on here, but when I do a spotlight eye, I like to use a tiny little detailer brush like this. And the main reason is my eyes are so damn hooded that if I don't, I'm going to have this everywhere. And I like to have it real nice and tight till the end when I go in to blend everything and kind of just detail it out. There we go. Just checking back and forth, making sure they're even. I did come over a little more on this one, but that's okay. Over a little more there. I can always fix that after. Now, I do like to come up just a little bit in here because I want that shadow to peek out. See how I want it to peek out a little bit here. I want you to be able to see it when my eyes are open. See how it's just ever so lightly peeking out there? And I did get a little bit of that glitter glue up there. Probably not as much as I really should have and wanted to. But I'm not going to go back now. But I want to get that up there. Now, I keep my lids pretty relaxed until I actually figure out where I want it. And then I'll lift my lid so I can get in there. Here we go. Probably should have done one on camera and one off camera. I don't want this to be like a super long video. But I'm going to go ahead and finish the purple. I'll be right back. Alright, I've got the purple down now. I'm going to go ahead and use my color switch and clean that off of the brush. And I'm going to go in with the second color, which is out of the other palette. And that is the color Crystalline, which is this other purple color right here. This is a more kind of pinky tone, where this one is more of a silvery purple. And I use this to kind of transfer into the silver I'm going to pop on there. I just kind of lay that down a little bit. I want to kind of blend that in over there. You don't have to go like super crazy with this one. This one's just kind of helping you build into that silver area. We're going to go back in and kind of fix these two. Yeah. Now when I connect in the back, that's what I like to use, is that purpley silver color when I connect these two back there. So you don't want to leave that gap right there. Okay, you see how I'm putting that silvery purple in between the two and connecting them? And I came up a little higher, so when I have my eyes open, you can still see the edge of that purple. This color is so pretty, and if you have hazel eyes like I do, this will insanely make the green pop out of your eyes. I mean, you will be smacked in the face with the green. You know, somebody laughed about my little comment the other day. I made a comment, call 911, somebody stole my pigment. This palette doesn't have that problem. Somebody call 911 because this palette stole everybody's pigment. Okay, now we're going to go into, you can either go into Fisker or Glacier. Fisker is this silverier one, and then you've had this bluer one. This bluer one is this here, and then you've got the real silvery one. See? I kind of like that blue, but I don't know. Which one should I do? The bluer one or this? I'm going to go with this bluer one. I like that. I think I did the silver one the other day. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pat this right in the middle, using my pointer finger, and I'm just patting that right in the middle. There we go. Oh, and I dropped the little paper. I always drop the paper with the names on them, so then I can't tell you guys what the hell I'm doing. I guess you can look at the palette and know, but if you're searching online to find a similar color, you can always look up the color online, and it's so hard to match them by color, but, you know, some companies will actually tell you what's similar. It's always nice when they do that. You know, I like companies that actually care about their customers. And, you know, a lot of people can't afford, like, expensive ass palettes. So, you know, when I first started makeup and whatnot, I did a lot of professional makeup at first, and stage makeup mainly. And I used whatever I could afford. Basically, I got a JCPenney's card, and whatever JCPenney's had, I used, and it wasn't much. Because Penny's didn't carry nothing back then. Alright, Now I'm going to go into that second purple color right here that I went into, that what was it called? No, that's not right. Crystalline. I'm going to go into crystalline. That was the second purple, that lighter purpley color. And I'm going to blend the edge of this right here a little more. Just kind of blend it. And I have a real tiny, tiny pencil type brush to do this. Make sure to tap off your fallout. And I'm just kind of cleaning up that edge a little. I want it to look like it's all the same color. It's just the light hits that part. That's what a spotlight eye technically is. Now, I'm going to go and take the blue, that silvery blue color that we used in the middle, and I'm going to just pop a little bit with the brush. I want a little bit shinier right here. But I am going to also use the silver. That was this color right here. I'm going to just pop into that a little bit, tap that off, and let me show you. I'm going to open my eye, and the reason I'm doing that is I want just a little bit of a focus. I'm tapping that. Actually, you can even use your pinky. And what I want to do is I want to tap that. See the difference that gave? It just really gives you that. There. Oh, there's her pupil. Look, you went right where the top part of your pupil is. There you go. Like it pushed, like your pupil pushed that color forward a little bit, and really gives that direction to that. It's hard to get on there where I want it. Anything's hard with nails, I swear. Okay, now the fun part. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I got a little makeup wipe over here, and I just been wiping my finger on it. And, of course, my color switch. Now, the fun part. Going to grab a nice little flat brush. I need a nice tiny one. And this is just a little, it's a little Morphe flat brush. And where is that color? Oh, it's over here. I haven't done my under. Let me do the under first, and then we'll do that. Because I want to pop that in the bottom, too. Alright, let's go back and grab that little pencil brush I had. And we're just going to smoke that first color. I'm just taking this first dark purple right here. I'm going to take that on this brush. You can even dampen it a little bit. I tend to do that on the bottom. And I'm just going to kind of swipe that under my eye. I'm going to throw some purple in my waterline too. Some purple liner. I have a real pretty purple, I think it's a MAC that matches this almost exact. There we go. You want to be careful not to get shadow in your eyes when you're doing it under here. A lot of these shadows are not eye safe, and the reason why is because a lot of the dyes, people will tell you, oh, it stains your eyes. It's not. I mean, it can cause, a lot of these can cause staining to the eye, but the main reason why the FDA does not approve a lot of these are because of eye irritation, not necessarily because of staining. It says, usually it states can stain, but if you look, I'm mimicking the shape of my eye out here. And I'm just taking that dark color and dragging it along the edge. See how I just mimicked the shape of my eye? I am going to kind of blend that out just a little bit. Now I'm going to take the lighter purple color, the crystalline, and I'm just going to take it right here, and I'm going to kind of just wiggle that back and forth a little in here, just to kind of get that spotlight popping down there a little more, because that does have a little more of a shine to it. Now, the fun part. I love this color. This color is called, it's so hard to line these up. It is called Sulfur. That's not a good name, but it is this shiny, shiny yellow. Now, when you look at a color wheel, yellow and orange are complementary colors to purple, so they really will make them pop. Now, I'm going to take that, and I want to put that right here in that inner corner. Look at that. That really just pops. Put that in the inner corner. Usually I use that Morphe, that little flat Morphe brush I started to bring out, but I had this in my hand, so I figured let's go ahead and do this. It's getting in there just fine. I tend to be able to pack a little more pigment with the other one, but this one's working fine. And I'm also going to drag that under the lash line to meet up with that purple. I am going to grab that other little brush though. Where did I put that little I'm going to grab that little flat Morphe brush, and I'm going to just grab this yellow on the tip and use that to come up under here and really bring that to meet that yellow right there. I like using this yellow and purple together combination. I just think it's so freaking pretty. Alright, last but not least, we're going to take that very first brush, this Kylie brush, and we're going to not put any more product on it, but I'm going to take it and I'm lightly just hitting the edge. See how I'm hitting the edge of that shadow? See how that just kind of blended that out a little? You don't want to blend it out a lot because you don't want to lose it. If you blend it out too much, you have to start packing some more color back on there. But I'm just letting those bristles just barely touch the edge of that line, just to soften it up a little. Now this is a little more of a harsher line you're going to have, because I'm not, transitioning down through a bunch of purples. You could do that and go down through different colors of purple to get that, but I'm not going that far. I'm going to grab this little, this is an M507. I'm going to grab this, and I just grabbed that second purple color, and I'm going to just kind of crisp up that line a little right here, but also I'm using it to kind of blend that edge a little too. I don't really care that it's not blended off so much as you can see the different colors. I want this more of a kind of color block look. There we go. I'm going to finish my makeup and I'll be right back in just a minute. And I am back. Don't know how I feel about this. This is, I'm not blushing, from Patrick Starr's new collab. Actually from his old collab now. You can't keep up with it. I can't keep up with all of it. But I think it's a little too red for me today. I don't know, I almost look like I'm kind of blushing. I'm funny about blush. I don't like it on my face, but you know what? It'll wear down. And on my lips, I'm using a Child Star, which is the matte. It's the Melted Matte from Too Faced. And I have not put a highlighter on because I can't decide what I want to use. I've been really liking this Cabinet Quant. It is called the Neo Setting Powder. Now, it is more, on one side it's more matte, and one side it's more shimmery. I don't know if you can see that. See where it's more matte and more shimmery? But it gives, which side is which? I always forget. It's hard to tell. But if you take a little bit of this, and you just kind of, like for the day, you just want a little life back in your foundation. And you don't want to like super be, see that little bit of luminous that it gives? I really am liking this. I accidentally picked this up thinking it was a highlighter from TJ Maxx. And I used it right there and I was like, yeah, it's kind of a highlighter. And then I read it and realized what the heck I got. But I'm liking it, actually. I've been really liking it a lot. It's hard to figure out which one is the more luminous side because they're so, look how close they are. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but one side, see, this is more luminous than that, I think. Yeah, it is. But it gives a powder brush, actually. Let me take this fluffy powder brush here, kind of dust it off. It is, I kid you not, has so much dust to it. I'm just going to give a light dusting over my makeup because I'm feeling like this is a little dark and a little matte. Wow. That put some life back in. I don't know. I might have to try this more often. We've been trying new stuff today. So this is more of a setting powder than a highlighter. But I'm liking it. I think that's very pretty. I don't know if it's, yeah, actually you can see it on here. But it's showing up very natural, very, just very luminous. I'm not liking how much blush I have on. I feel like I'm glowing red. Okay, now, I still need a highlighter. What are we going to do? I don't want a colored highlighter. I want something different. I've got a purple eye, so, you know what? I haven't really used this, and I like these. They're a little more glittery than I like. This is from Bitter Lace Beauty. This is the original rainbow highlighter. I believe they are the first one to ever come out with this. And it is so pretty. It comes out really, look at that. But now it does show texture, and I showed you a little trick with that. You want to really get it into those lines and blend it. See how I did that, and it took those lines out. You want to pull that skin taut and make sure to get it in there, because if you don't, you're winding up. The reason why texture shows up so much is you're going over it, and it's skipping the textured areas, so it's making where the top layer is shiny, and then the lower, the divots are have nothing on them. So they're making that line between the two stand out something fierce. And the way you can fix that is you really get in there. See, let me go closer. See how it's, I mean, you're still going to have your texture show, but see how you get in there and it really kind of blends down. See, you can see my texture right there, and if I kind of push on it, pat it in, you still see it, but not as bad. And from a distance, it's not really that bad. But you know what? It's part of you. It's what makes you you. And if you're uncomfortable with it, try to do something about it. If there's nothing you can do about it, realize there's nothing you can do about it, and don't worry about it. That's why, if you are familiar with the Serenity Prayer, is to accept the things that we cannot change and the wisdom to know the difference. And that is really the way to freaking do things. I'm going to throw some mascara on. I did I used MAC Designer Purple, which is kind of it's a really pretty, I don't know if you can see, it matches that purple perfectly. And I used a dark brown to tightline my eye. I like to use a dark brown rather than a black to tightline, because it accents your it helps to accent the green. I am like crazy. If I could have green eyes, I would, but I hate contacts. I have problems with my eyes. It makes it where I can't really wear them. I have high levels of protein, and it basically tears my contacts to pieces. So this is my favorite all-time mascara, and I found out that I only like this in the trial size ones like this. And I don't know why. It feels like it's a different formula. One of these days I'm actually going to contact Urban Decay and find out, and hopefully they will not stop making it in the trial size. I'll buy it, I don't care. Usually you get them free, but I'll buy smaller ones. But something about this formula, it's not too wet, it's not too dry, it's just perfect. I have very long eyelashes, so I don't like to wear falsies. I mean, I don't know if you can see how long my damn eyelashes are. There you can, right there. See how long that is? It's crazy. And anytime I have ever used falsies or, used mascara a whole ton, I try not to use mascara all the time, is because it dries them out and they break. And I enjoy having my eyelashes, and I don't plan on ruining them. I'm going to take, this is, what is this? Mahogany from Patrick Star. And I'm just going to kind of, I didn't use any lip liner, and I usually don't with these lipsticks, but I'm feeling like this could look a little better. One of these days I'll have to do you my old makeup routine, and it involved a dark lip liner. With a lighter gloss. I have such a hard time getting these right, but you know, you can't be perfect. I'm not done. I'm not done. Far from done. I'm going to put some gloss on to kind of even this out. I've been loving these glosses from Fenty Beauty. This is the purple one. I wonder if I throw this over it, what's it going to look like? I'm probably going to ruin the whole look. Yep, I am. That's way too much purple. Yeah, it is. But I wanted to... Actually, you know what? That didn't come out half bad. It added a little pinky tone kind of to it, if you'd say. There we go. I hate overlining my lips, and I always wind up doing it, and then I wind up taking the Q-tip and wiping it off. Have you guys seen how some people overline their lips? It's like crazy. Now, finishing spray, if you have dry skin, I think I've said this 100 times, you can go out and you can buy all these expensive ones, Tatcha, Marc Jacobs. I have a bunch of them. I'm looking for a drugstore dupe. Keep in mind, I'm still looking. I haven't found one, but I'm loving this 3-in-1 hangover spray because it's just enough moisture to help my skin. Yes, I doused myself. And just enough setting spray to really help my makeup to last. Now, I wanted to do some check-ins with this look. I'm going to go ahead and post this video. It is a longer video. It's a 45-minute video. I'm sorry, guys. But I do want to post a little check-in. I'm going to post a video later on today to let you know. It'll just be a little chit-chat, but I'm going to talk to you about how this makeup lasted. Have a wonderful day, guys. I love you.